As we know, Newcastle United's training ground has been going through a huge redevelopment and refurbishment programme for about a year or so, and today they've just released a video showcasing the final product. So in this video we're going to take a little bit of a look inside. It's coming up. Welcome back, it's Eddie here from Tyneside Life, and after Newcastle United have qualified for the Champions League, like everybody else, I'm still buzzing. The whole place is absolutely buzzing. Social media is on fire with what's happening with Newcastle United. Congratulations to everybody concerned for the brilliant job you've done at the club for getting our favourite team into the Champions League. It's just unbelievable. I'm still pinching myself, man. Not only does this bring great news and opportunities for Newcastle United in terms of investment and growth and opportunities, but also for Newcastle, the city as well, and the immediate surrounding areas. This is going to bring opportunities for jobs and investment and the boost in tourism as well. And one local business analyst has calculated that with just the additional 3 Champions League matches and the foreign fans that will be coming to Newcastle, spending money in hotels and pubs and bars and restaurants and cafes, and in the back page as well, it could be extra revenue for the city of around about £7 million, and that's going to help, like I say, create and boost jobs, investment and other opportunities. So it's just good news all round. Another huge announcement for me personally. I've taken the plunge and I'm off to the United States of America for the Summer Series competition, which involves Newcastle United. In the last week of July, we'll be playing Brighton, Aston Villa and Chelsea, and we'll be heading to Philadelphia, but also Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where Darren Eales came from, but also where Miggy was playing prior to coming to Newcastle, and at the Red Bull Arena in Newark, New Jersey, which is just west of New York City. I cannot wait to get there, mix with the fans, network with the overseas fans I've already been making friends with when they've been coming over here, and bringing you hopefully some amazing videos that are not just full of information and news, but entertaining as well. So if that tickles you, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get a notification every time I release these videos. I'm also hoping to get to the Rangers match on I think it's the 18th of July. Unfortunately, I don't have any loyalty points. I've slipped off the grid over recent years in regards to that. But I'm still hoping to get there. I'm still going to Glasgow for the actual event, to film up there with Newcastle and Rangers fans as well. Whether I can get a ticket or not to get inside, that remains to be seen, but hopefully I can, so I can bring you another cracking video. So back to the matter in hand, and the training facilities at Darsley Park in Benton. Since our new owners took over, Amanda Staveley made no secret of her distaste for the current facilities as they were, because they were substandard. They probably weren't even good enough for championship level. So she went researching brand new training facilities and where they could possibly be. As part of that, she went to the Etihad training complex for Man City, but also Leicester City's training complex as well, which is arguably one of the best in the world. Well, the two of them are. And she's again made no secret of her desire to have facilities for Newcastle United that are very similar or even better than those training facilities, because she believes with world class training facilities you can attract some of the world's best players in the future. So what have they got? What we currently don't have. They have things like subterranean indoor training facilities, which can not only increase or decrease the temperature, but also the humidity in preparation for Newcastle United to go on various training camps. For example, in the Middle East, they have 16 to 18 training pitches, some of those with underground heating. The Etihad has a roofed stadium for other matches, in particular the women's team, which is an approximate attendance of about 6,000 or 7,000, because Amanda wants not only for the first team to have these training facilities, she wants everything in regards to Newcastle United enclosed in the same community. So she wants the first team, she wants the whole academy system, but also as well the women's team included in that whole setup, and it'll be absolutely fantastic. As part of that as well, there's been 3 or 4 places which I think Amanda Staveley and the owners are looking at. I don't know exactly where they are. About a year ago I did a video beside Newcastle Racecourse, which is one of the places that were muted. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can watch that particular video. But also as well, for example, at the Etihad, I think Leicester City do as well, they have accommodation for about up to 40 people, in particular young academy players, so they can stay at the training complex, stay overnight and just really get into the training and for the development as well. So I think the new facilities that we eventually do get wherever that it will be, and I think it'll probably be somewhere in the rural Northumberland area, northwest of the city, somewhere that's going to be close to the airport as well. It's probably going to be a stately home that somebody's selling for a couple of million or whatever, with about 60 to 80 acres of land where Newcastle can develop it. For example, the Etihad's training complex, I think that's about, give or take, 80 acres of land. Leicester City's is about 150. It's massive. So you get an idea of how much land that Newcastle United will need, which is far bigger than what they've currently got. But also as well, if anybody's thinking of the arena land that could possibly be used as training facilities, the arena land, I did measure it in a previous video, and give or take it's only about 25 or 26 acres, so it's far too small for any sort of meaningful world-class training facilities for Newcastle United. Now, because these world-class training facilities, wherever they're going to be built, take such a long time for it all to happen, possibly 2 or 3, maybe even up to 4 years, depending if they've identified any land yet where they can build them, they've set about refurbishing, redeveloping and upgrading the current training facilities at Darsley Park at Benton, because like I said, they were awful. Everybody knows that. Nobody was particularly impressed with them, and I think they've spent in the region of about 3 million. It might be more, correct me if I'm wrong, but it has went through an amazing upgrade. Shola Amiobi's been showing everybody around in a video that Newcastle United have just released today about what it looks like and what it's going to bring the players. And I'm sure they're not going to be disappointed. They've got a brand new state-of-the-art dining area for their canteen where they can get all the best nutrition that they need, but physio rooms, doctors' rooms, a beautiful brand new office for Eddie Howe. They've got hydrotherapy and plunge pools there. Everything the modern world-class player could possibly need is in those particular facilities. And it's also got a cinema room as well where the players can sit down and watch matches where they're maybe looking at the team that might be playing against next week, where they can really analyse things. But it's all very high tech, which is going to suit Eddie Howe right down to the ground, because he is a student of the game. He is progressive, he is very analytical and thorough, and he works at a high intensity, and he expects all these players to match that intensity as well, and to buy in to the philosophy of the club that he and Jason Tindall and Graham Jones and Dan Ashworth are all bringing to the club, that DNA, that blueprint that Newcastle United are now following, that will hopefully reap the rewards in the coming years. I forgot to mention I'm now doing a daily quiz on my YouTube homepage. You'll find it under the community tab. I'll be asking questions every day, testing your knowledge on anything to do with Newcastle United, but also the history of the club, but also the history of the city and the Tyneside area in general. I think you'll find it really interesting. It's just a bit of fun. Make sure you check it out and try and answer those questions. Well, that's it for another video. If you're interested in what's going on with Newcastle United, the club and its infrastructure, make sure you check out this video. Till next time, catch you later.